Hi guys. Basically, I'm making this video because of people who reached out to me during the week asking me this germane question. How much is really needed before you can start placing trade on any instrument on the forex market? It's a germane question and I'm going to answer the question like a professional. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I use my channel to provide useful tips on how to navigate the forex market for newbies or those still struggling or those interested in making forex a side hustle. So kindly subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button to get the latest videos from me. Back to the question. By standard, it is expected that any trader should not risk more than 1% of his or her capital. So take for example, I open an account with a broker and I deposit $100 into the account to start trading. By standard, I should not risk more than $1. I should not risk more than 1% of that capital. And 1% of that capital is just $1. So I'm expected to trade with $1. It is possible that if certain market conditions are right and I decide to trade along with the trend, it is possible for me to make a $2 depending on the number of pips I've actually determined as profit. Again, it is also very possible for me to lose $2 or more depending on the number of pips I've actually determined as my loss. So if I'm risking 1 to get a 1:1, then it is possible for me to make $1 and my capital increases to $101. And it's also possible if I'm risking that $1, I could actually lose it if the market condition works against me. My account becomes $99. So the choice of how much you are going to deposit in any account is yours. But basically, there are 3 types of accounts that each broker provides. One, we have the micro account where you can deposit as low as $10 to $50. We have the mini account where you deposit as much as $100 to $500. And we have the standard account where you could deposit as much as $1,000 and above. But if I'm depositing $1,000 and above, since I'm not a gambler but a professional trader, I'm only risking 1%. And what is 1% of my account? That 1% of $1,000 is $10. So I can actually use $10 to trade and make a $5 to $6 or lose a $5 to $6. I watched a video on Facebook where it was a sponsored one. The trader was actually telling people if you have as low as 18,000 naira in your account, you can actually make money. I don't dispute it. But what I think that trader has been unable to tell the viewers is that you could actually lose the whole money. If I have 18,000 naira in my account, I'm not expected to risk more than 1% of it. A 1% of that money, a 10% of 18,000 is 1,800. And a 1% of it is what? 180 naira. Can I now use 180 naira to buy any instrument on the Forex account? No, it's not possible. So if I want to trade, looking at the Asian session this morning, if I want to use one Japanese yen to buy $1, I think it was around 1,706 naira. So if I have 18,000 naira, just like that ad was saying, I've actually used 10% of my capital to trade. And it is possible. If I'm going on a 50 pips profit, it is possible to make 6,000 naira. And if I'm going on a 50 pips loss, it is possible to use around 6,000. And my capital becomes 12,000 naira. So what I'm actually trying to say, the choice is yours. But you must bear it in your mind that Forex is not for the chicken-hearted. It is capital intensive. You don't need to have the whole money in the world, but you need to have something reasonable in your account in order to start trading. And the amount of capital that you have will determine the amount of profit you're going to make and also determine the amount of losses you're going to make. I hope I've been able to answer the questions of those picked out for me this week. By the grace of God, sometimes next week, I'll be talking about relative strength index. It's an indicator that teaches us to know when a currency pair is overbought or oversold. So kindly watch out for it. Thanks.